uncle. But we can't pull. I call you today, you know when I call you, I'm sure you were thinking in your mind, what was in the call? But I call you to tell you, my dislike for you, your hatred for me, both should be far lesser than our love for Israel. Because Israel is surrounded by enemies. And because of that, I am hereby promoting you to the rank of a general to take charge of the entire Israeli army.
Thank
to defend
you.
Israel.
Amen.
And to defend me as a king.
Amen.
Joab could not get away. So he asked the king. He said, you are my second Paul. We are family people. So are you telling me, you're making me general and chief of the Israeli army, knowing fully well that one day I can overthrow you? They will say, I'm aware, but you will not do that because the enemies want to get rid of me, get rid of the country, and all of us. So I put you in charge. So that statement from David and the promotion that was given to Joab, they threw away the hatred, the malice, and whatever problem they had, they went away. They met fences for the sake of Israel. I'm sitting there to say that Ongokoga and myself never been we're not enemies. But we don't know what even has been between us. But the country we come from is the only country in the republic that was declared enemy of the state. There are video recordings that show clearly the president at that time statement he made, the conference he had, national conference, international conference combined, and told the people who know Nema people to tell them to leave the country, to leave, or their children, their wife, their parents will never be seen again. If a government that the nation pays taxes to involve weapons of destruction and face a country to eliminate them, to wipe them out and say, I'll play my cassava. That is why we did what we did to survive today. Yes. We secured today, yesterday. And we have enjoyed peace for 24 years. We have enjoyed peace for 24 years, unbroken years, undisrupted peace. We've had for 24 years. When we're speaking reality, people who don't know say, we're scared, we're cramped. No, we're not afraid. But is that why we put food on the table? Is that why we attract investors to come? The unemployment rate is so high. People are suffering. So people who come with destructive tactics, economic crankle, asset recovery, war crankle, if these things are necessary now after 24 years of peace, the question is that the proper time now? You just got elected, you are not sat down. When the boss say in the chair, then straight leg can stretch. You are not sat down. Security is still at risk. The army is yet to be fully structured. The NSA is yet to be fully structured. So, distinguished Liberians gather here, commissioners, paramount chiefs, elders who arrived this morning, early this morning from Nimba County, former commandos of the Special Forces of the IMPFL now disbanded, to the great forces alert and Model, without whom democracy will not prevail today. I end up being for these great forces fighting dictatorship to enthrone democracy, peace, and stability. Liberia would not be what it is today, and I won't be here called senator sitting before the TRC to give my account of the role I play. Before I go further, I would like to say that the last time I talked about Chairman Verdier, talked about Sheikh Afome Cornell and others, I would not ask anyone to recluse himself. I will not stop my story because some of them were involved in the process. I will go right on explaining my story. But my concern is that the people before whom we sit to explain our stories themselves have story to tell. And I do not know to whom they will stand to tell their story. These are the distinguished personalities who are responsible at the end of the day to come out with recommendations either for war crime or whatever against us or whoever. I just want you all to know that I have come here in obedience to my conscience and by popular demand of the Liberian people for me to come personally and be present off camera to tell the Liberian people and the world what led to the process that I was involved in and to let them know my role. I did not know many years back that there would be a TRC, that I would sit before it to explain. But what I did was I prepared for the future because I always look into the years with prayer. So I prepared my memoir. And don't be disappointed, don't be discouraged because many of you may want me to stand and just begin to narrate. I don't want to be distracted, so I will read most times from my memoir. And then at certain times, I will begin to explain orally. Many speakers have been here, they have explained their role. I listened attentively to the narration given by Dr. Fambula, a great philosopher, a professor. I listened to Comrade Joe Wale.
Have come here, and because they threw the jab, the others are responding to them that when your president stood at this airport, he ate a plane that was a cake. This president landed a plane with 261 passengers on board, and you can be the witness. They're leaving with 262 passengers and will be flying to Monrovia 3 times a week to over 160 destinations around the world. So I think for me, it's a plus, and for those who think they can politicize everything, they got their answer. Your man ate his with cake, the other man brought his with passengers on board. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
A flight between here and Conakry is 40 minutes. Sometimes it will take me 24 hours to get to Conakry. With this flight, you know, it's Addis Ababa, Monrovia, Conakry before Addis Ababa. So rather than going all around the globe before landing right there in Conakry, it's just from here to Conakry, 40 minutes. But let's look beyond that. Ethiopia Airlines, as you heard, connects to over 160 country destinations. So once you pick up from here to Addis, you can connect to every other part of the world, whether it's in Asia, whether it's in Europe, whether it's in the Americas, anywhere. So if we look at it from an individual basis, it will make travel easier for our people.
Okay, folks. It is another very, very sprightly Monday morning from Odious Congo Town in Minerva, Liberia. Good morning, a pleasant welcome to yet another edition of the Today Show right here, the Spoon Morning Show, your most preferred breakfast program from Odious Congo Town in Minerva, Liberia. My name is Yekezi Zobel. It's always a pleasure to sit behind this microphone to talk to you, to talk to your consciences, to inform you, to give you perspectives on some of the trending happenings in Liberia, and to solicit your opinions about some of those trending issues that matter to Mama Liberia. So again, we honored this morning. It's 5 minutes on the flip side of 8 o'clock. We like to apologize for coming a little bit late this morning. It was due to some technical problem we were sorting out. But thank God all is now set for the show today. This morning, we have a lot on our plate for you, for your consumption. So shortly we'll bring you the weather forecast so that you know the outlook of the weather for today. We will also bring you the latest exchange rates from the Central Bank of Liberia. That's very important so that you can know, the general rates compared to, what you're going to see in your community and out of that. But also we bring you trending issues, both internationally and locally. We got across Liberia to speak to our various correspondents as well, who will be telling us exactly what's happening in the various counties. At 9 o'clock, folks, we have a summercast here from the state broadcaster and runs up to 10 o'clock. So wherever you are and whatever you are doing, keep the dial set. And I'd like to say compliments of the season. We're now in December. Today happens to be the second day of the month of December. We've just got a few more days to the end of this year. And I know before the beginning of this year, last year, at the end of last year, a lot of you made resolutions. A lot of you, set goals to be achieved at the end of this year. I just hope that many of you have achieved those goals. If you have not yet achieved those goals, or if it's not possible to be achieved in this year, well, you have just got to turn a new page. Another year is coming. You can reset those goals and plan on achieving them smarter than what you did the previous year that got you not to achieve it. All right. So it's never too late. It's never too late. So you don't have to give up. You don't have to quit. You just got to stick towards your plan. But the next time, try to make your plans more smarter. Try to be strategic, as you plan to achieving your goals. And hard work also pays. Yeah. And self-motivation. Because many times we set goals, and usually at the beginning, we are self-motivated. We feel this high level of motivation, but as time goes by, the motivation starts to fade away, and you've got to be motivated before you can achieve a goal. All right, you've got to be self-motivated, and you've got to be consistent and persistent, and you've got to persevere in order to achieve any goal you want to achieve in life. So never give up. For those of you who are still working on your goals and think you can achieve it, by the end of this year, kudos to you. Keep on, exert all of the necessary efforts to be able to achieve those goals. For those of you who can't, another year, 2025 is going to be a new brand year. another chance, another opportunity, to be able to rekindle, whatever you thought that couldn't be kind of achieved. You need to put them back together, put your house in order, and I'm sure and certain that next year you can achieve those goals. So, folks, welcome to it. Let's quickly go to bring you the weather forecast. But before that, for those of you interested in playing the radio entertainment game, we are giving out 5,000 and 10,000 Liberian dollars this morning. So all you've got to do is to dial the playing code is star 799 hatch, star 799 hatch. Once you dial star 799 hatch, you're going to see a list of radio stations that appear, and Spoon FM is at number 3. So you select number 3 for Spoon FM, and you choose how to pay the playing fee of 70 cents or 100 Liberian dollars. Once you do that, you enter your mobile money PIN to confirm the payment. After that, you automatically enter the draw, and you stand a chance to win for yourselves 5,000 or 10,000 here this morning. The 10,000 will be drawn during the collective draw. The 5,000 will be drawn as we go on with the show, and we'll be calling up some of our winners to confirm a receipt of their payments. So it's an opportunity, to win for yourself money here. It's a lottery, it's a raffle draw. So the more you play, the more your chances are to win. The only requirement is you must have a new StarCell GSM SIM card that is registered with mobile money, and you must have some money deposited on your mobile money account, either USD or LD. So for the USD, it's just 70 cents to play. For the LD, it's just 100 Liberian dollars to play. Once you play, you stand a chance to win big prizes. As a matter of fact, on Saturday, a lot of people, walked away with a lot of material prizes and cash prizes from radio entertainment game. We have this author we call the 3 wise men. All right. So one of the wise men on Saturday walked away with 1.2 million Liberian dollars at the Invincible Park there in Cinco. One of the wise men walked away with 1.2 million. There were other winners who walked away with materials like motorbikes and other cash prizes. So we are on the second wise man draw. All right, and that is usually on Wednesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. All right, but today you only winning 5,000 or 10,000. So yeah, folks, that's it. Let's see if we can bring you the weather forecast here this morning. But in the meantime, let's go to the Central Bank of Liberia's website to see whether there's an update of the exchange rates. So according to the CBL's website, wow. So the rates are 178 Liberian dollars to 1 USD. That's the buying rate. The buying rate is 178 Liberian dollars to 1 USD according to the CBL. The selling rate is 180 Liberian dollars to 1 USD. That's for the selling rate. And these are indicative rates based on results of daily surveys of foreign exchange market in Monrovia and selected cities of Liberia. These rates, according to the central bank, are collected from the CBL itself, the commercial banks, the parallel market, and the licensed forex bureau. The rates are not set by the central bank of Liberia, it's set by the market. All right, so folks, that is it. Let's also go to bring you some news from the world of sports. This one says, Unstoppable FC Fasel maintains top spot with couple of points following 2-1 win over Liska. It says in 9 matches, FC Fasel have secured 23 points as they have been the crowd fans' favorite of the 2024-2025 LFA Male First Division. Their splendid performance of the season continued on Sunday at the SKD practice pitch with another hard-earned 2-1 win over Liska FC. The soccer missionary star captain Zaran Kranga and Emmons scored both goals in the early minutes of the match. They are yet to be beaten since the start of the league season. Played 9 matches, wins 7, and drew 2 against the new Cool Town Boys, Global Farmer, and former champion Watanga FC, making them the best performing club in the league. Liska FC had a brilliant display in the later stages of the second half following the introduction of Anthony Lamfor, but it was very late to make a comeback. Veteran Lamfor pressure resulted in teenage Emmanuel Flomo pulling a goal in the 90th minute for Liska to make a 2-1 with just 4 minutes of play in the additional time. However, coach Avan Miniet, boys who have conceded fewer goals in the league so far this season, with a total of 3 goals, held on for scrappy win. Okay, in another sport news, according to LFA, both Liska Football Club and Discovery Sports Academy have been fined LRD 100,000 each for what they refer to as fans misconduct and throwing of objects on the pitch. The LFA at the same time said Discovery's shot stopper Elijah Kume and Liska striker Christopher Jackson have been suspended for a period of 6 months for being involved into a fight that incited fans and resulted to post-match violence. Meanwhile, the LFA said the fans had to be paid within 4 working days upon receipt of the verdict, and that a recurrence of such conduct from fans and players who resort to playing all home games far away from home. According to the regulation committee, both clubs can appeal this decision over the next 24 hours. Yep. So far so good. Those are some of the trending development. This one says the Black Man Warriors cracker Augustine De Yuga has been nominated for the 2023-2024 LFA Second Division League MVP award. De Yuga emerged as one of the brightest forwards during the 2023-2024 season and became a household name in the league. He was the Warriors' best player last season in the LFA Second Division League, scoring a total of 23 goals from 23 league appearances and providing 12 assists. De Yuga's outstanding form and goal-scoring abilities helped the Warriors to win the 2023-2024 LFA Second Division League. All right. So the Liberia Football Association's transfer matching system manager, Sebastian Collins, will travel to the United States of America to attend the second edition of the FIFA International Player Transfer Course. The course is scheduled to take place from December 4 to 6 at FIFA's office in Miami, USA. FIFA's International Player Transfer Course is specifically tailored for individuals involved in international transfers. It offers a comprehensive and practical analysis of the various aspects of the transfer process, equipping participants with the knowledge and skills necessary to manage these operations efficiently in a short time frame. Yeah. And so, folks, that does it for local sports. Let me just coins in this one. FIFA talent coach Ama Ninji on Saturday continued with his hands-on training with the U15 national team with a friendly match against Scottish Academy at the Blue Field. Coach Ninji will officially embark on his scouting process on Sunday, which was yesterday, December 1, aimed at discovering emerging talents born between 2010 to 2012. The section will be held at the Albert D. Doe Sport Page in West Point. This initiative focuses on identifying individuals with unique potential, dedication, and passion for football. So, yeah, that does it for local sports. And let's see if we can bring you some developments. some international sports, especially fixture split over the weekend in the two top league in Europe, UEFA Premier League and La Liga. So currently in the UEFA Premier League, Liverpool is on top of the table with 34 points. Arsenal comes second with 25 points. Chelsea comes third with the same 25 points. Brighton comes fourth with 23 points. And of course, Man City, that was again defeated on yesterday, comes fifth with 23 points. What were some of the fixtures lastly played? Bringing the major ones. So Man City was defeated on yesterday by Liverpool 2-0. Tottenham drew with Fulham 1-1. Manchester United defeated Everton 4-0. And of course, Arsenal defeated West Ham United 5-2. Yeah, so basically those were the major fixtures played yesterday. And of course on Saturday in the UEFA Premier League. Let's go to La Liga. Barcelona tops the table with 34 points. Madrid comes second with 33 points. But they have an outstanding game. Real Madrid have an outstanding game, okay? Atletico comes third with 32 points, and Athletic Club comes fourth with 26 points. Valeria comes fifth with 26 points. Okay, folks, don't forget to keep on playing the radio entertainment game. The code for today is *799#. *799#. You select number 3 among the list of radio stations that appear. Once you dial the playing code *799#, and after that, you pay the playing fee of 70 cents US or 100 Liberian dollars, depending on which currency you have deposited on your mobile money account. So for Liberian dollars, it's $100. For USD, it says 70 cents. So you pay and you enter your mobile money pin to confirm the payment. Once you do that, you automatically enter the draw and you stand a chance to win 10,000 or 5,000 here this morning. So the more you play, the more your chances are to win. We'll take a very short break to play you some memory of the late Senator Prince Johnson. You know, since the senator died, this is my second appearance on the radio, but it's my first appearance on the morning show. He died on Thursday morning, the 28th day of November, and it's something sad. I know there are mixed views, mixed reactions about his death, but whether you like him or hate him, this is a man who made history. This is a man who lived his life to the best of his ability. You know, I know you may have some disagreements with him. You may have some things against him, some things that he did that you did not like. But again, he's a human, and nobody is infallible. He wasn't a perfect person. As a human, you're not perfect. So even you sitting there are some imperfections that you have. There are some things that you have done while alive, and people don't like you for it. It could be your family members, it could be your friends, it could be your relatives. Nobody's perfect. So for me, I just think in such a moment, I know for us journalists on the radio, for analysts, for experts, usually when we are talking about his death, we're going to talk about his history, where he came from, what he did in the past, up until now. We will talk about that. But this moment is more for paying tribute to him, to his family. The family is bereaved, all right, and in the period of bereavement, it's just good to sympathize. It's just good to console the family, the supporters, and loved ones. Yeah. So it's no time for hatred. We can discuss the issue void of hatred. So again, I'd like to say my consolations to all Nibans, including myself. I saw an unofficial itinerary about the burial, the burial of the senator. I hope to confirm that before the end of this show. If that is confirmed, then we will have to read. But it came from a very reliable source. So we're just waiting for the family to have it confirmed. Once the family confirms that, then we'll have to go through it so that you can know when your senator, your godfather, his corpse will be taken from the funeral home and taken to Nimba. He was a statesman, so of course his body will be laid in state there at the rotunda of the legislature for viewing, for lawmakers, for government officials to go there and pay their last tribute. I understand his corpse will also be taken to Nimba County and in various cities there in Nimba County for exhibition for citizens to pay their last respect to him. So that is it, folks. We'll take a very short break. We'll come back. We hope to cut across Liberia and later discuss the issues that matter to Mama Liberia. Let's take this break. To be back in, one of the trending issues right now has to do with this handshake thing, on social media. Everybody's bashing and lashing at the former president for refusing a handshake with the current vice president. And Samuel Koga of Nimba County, District Number 5, is currently the chair of the majority bloc at the lower house. So the former president had gone to, sympathize with the bereaved family. I understand in Nimba County, and was welcomed by the vice president, the current vice president. But then he refused a handshake. But we're going to look at the video. I've watched the video over and over and again. I think the former president did not refuse a handshake with the vice president. I think he hesitated shaking the hands of Samuel Koga. Yeah, not the vice president. Even though there's another video, at the executive mansion where we saw him shook the hands of the president, Joseph Boakai, and the current vice president was standing right by him, right beside him, and he ignored the former vice president, did not, shake his hand and walked away. There's another video, but in that particular video, if you look in the current video that's trending on social media, if you look at it technically, if you look at it meticulously, you're going to know that the former president did not refuse a handshake with the current vice president. It was Samuel Koga who showed his hand, and the president showed him. The president refused to shake his hands. But with the current vice president, I think that's not the case. and I hope my side, sets me right. But we're going to go into that this morning. Let's take this very quick break. So I'll be back with you.
Alfonso gave, or we try to keep the peace. Not one soldier, not one senator from Grand Jury had ever talked bad about any of us in this country. During this gone election, you made a statement regarding Honorable Kuhn, who is now the vice president of the Republic of Liberia and president of the Liberian Senate. You admonished the Grand Juryans not to vote for a killer. You rather vote for me. Today, everything has changed. He is our vice president. He is the president of the Liberian Senate, before whom we sit as he presides. Today, you have indicted the people of Niba again of poisoning some of Grand Jury, of not allowing Grand Juryans to migrate. Everyone is allowed to migrate whatever country you want to go to. If you keep yourself conservative, you don't travel and settle there, well, it's up to you. But I want you to please, I beg you, to maintain the peace in your spoken words and all that you do. What you said today was a disgrace to the people of Nimba. I've been here long. That did not come to the attention, to our attention, and was opener, was any Grand Jury person in the country that you know of, didn't tell us? Okay, I'm just hearing it. I come to your office, you come to my office, you didn't tell me, but you prefer to bring us to the public to say we are killer and we kill somebody. This is not good. Please maintain the peace. God bless you. Expecting David to say something negative because the two guys agree. So when Joanne got there, it is stormy. It is clouded. It is characterized by so many disappointments. Hopelessness for some, hope for some. People have to manage their expectation. The sky may be dark. The situation may be so windy. You may not see your way through, you may be disappointed. While some people are grieved, others are happy. While some people are happy appointments. Whatever the situation is, as chairman of the governing council of the MDRO, without the MDRO and the people of Nimba, seems to have been. Expecting David to say something negative because the two guys agree. So when Joanne got there, David said to him, Joanne, you're my uncle, but we can't pull. I call you today, you know when I call you, I'm sure you were thinking in your mind, what was in the call? But I call you to tell you, my dislike for you, your hatred for me, both should be far lesser than our love for Israel. because Israel is surrounded by enemies. And because of that, I am hereby promoting you to the rank of a general to take charge of the entire Israeli army.
Thank
to defend
you.
Israel and to defend me as a king.
Amen.
Joab could not get away. So he asked the king, he said, you are my second pole, we are family people. So are you telling me, you're making me general and chief of the Israeli army, knowing fully well that one day I can overthrow you? They will say, I'm aware, but you will not do that because the enemies want to get rid of me, get rid of the country, and all of us. So I'm putting you in charge. So that statement from David and the promotion that was given to Joab, it threw away the hatred, the malice, and whatever problem they had, it went away. Expecting David to say something negative because the two guys agreed. So when Joab got there, David said to him, Joab, you're my uncle, but we can't pull. I call you today, you know when I call you, I'm sure you were thinking in your mind, what was in the call? But I call you to tell you, my dislike for you, your hatred for me, both should be far lesser than our love for Israel. Because Israel is surrounded by enemies. And because of that, I am hereby promoting you to the rank of a general to take charge of the entire Israeli army.
Thank
to
you.
defend Israel and to defend me as a king.
Amen.
Joab could not get away. So he asked the king, he said, you are my second pole, we are family people. So are you telling me, you're making me general and chief of the Israeli army, knowing fully well that one day I can overthrow you? They will say, I'm aware, but you will not do that because the enemies want to get rid of me, get rid of the country, and all of us. So I'm putting you in charge. So that statement from David and the promotion that was given to Joab, it threw away the hatred.
Okay, so you are listening to Spoon 107.5 megahertz. Folks, I'm sorry. We have to bring you this summercast from the state broadcaster here this morning. The Director General at the National Fisheries Authority is live in studio at the state broadcaster. So we have to bring you this relay. Right after that, we will be back, but keep on playing the radio entertainment game. We'll come back. We draw more winners. The code is *799 *80. Star 799 star 799 hatch. You select number 3 among the list of radio stations, and you pay the playing fee of 70 cents or 100 Liberian dollars. Once you do that, you automatically enter the draw, and you stand a chance to win a lot of money here this morning. So let's see if we can join the LBS to bring you this relay from that station.
In the condition. The results coming from the Moroccan vessel that conducted the stock assessment earlier during the course of this year, Liberia has about 354,000 tons of fish in its waters.
Okay.
And the last time I remember in my TCs that I referenced, the stocks, like our from an acoustic survey conducted in 1982, Liberia had about 180,000 metric tons. I remember there was a guy, let me just say this joke. There was a guy from UK that read my thesis, and just based on the thesis, he read all my thesis. He came to Liberia to see how he can explore opportunities of fishing. in our waters. But now this stock assessment is doubling the amount in 1982 and saying that instead of it being 180,000 tons of fish, we have 354,000 tons of fish in our waters.
So that's going to take me back to what you earlier on said before he come up with the question. You talk about this issue of closing the operation in the different countries. We're having 300,000+ tons of fishes in this country. So why are you closing? We've now harvested even up to 10-20%. So why are you shutting it down?
Because like I said, these species are transboundary and they are shared resources.
Okay.
Transboundary means that they are highly migratory.
Mm-hmm.